Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. Pisces, my readings are timeless, so I just trust whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. And let's get into it. So, Pisces, when I was meditating to clear my energy for your reading, I was getting messages around relationships, soulmates, and where in your life you need to take action. Okay, so relationships or a specific relationship being highlighted first and foremost. So let's see what else we have coming through. You have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting because the Knight of Cups is about love, right? It's about vulnerability. It's about expressing yourself. It's also a very emotional, spiritual energy. So you could also be connecting, by the way, with a water sign. Of course, you have water in your chart, so that could represent you, and more water here. Three of Cups. So I feel like there is reason to celebrate as well, especially as we go into your birthday season. And happy pre-birthday. It's not quite time yet, but it's coming up here, Pisces, and it's exciting. So maybe reasons to celebrate. This can also talk about getting together with friends. It could also talk about reconciling things or reunions, things of that nature. So I love this vibe. As we start the reading, let's get a little bit more specific with some Osho Zen cards though, and see what else for my Pisces. Oh, and I want to tell you that for some reason also when I came out of the meditation, I had the song Funky Cold Medina playing in my head. That may or may not resonate with you in any way. Other than, you know, it's a catchy, funky song, so I don't know. Take it or leave it. Okay, you have the card of clinging to the past, but it is in the, okay. It is in the reverse, which I'm happy to see it in the reverse, but what else? You also have, we are the world, the burden, postponement, and the flowering. So, interesting card combination. I'll let you take a look at that. I feel like Pisces, by not letting go of the past or something from the past, you are literally creating burdens within your energy that are slowing your manifestations down and quite literally postponing something from coming to fruition that I feel like is on your path. So first and foremost, the most important message is to, you know, let go of everything from the past. I got this for the collective signs that this time period, this winter, January, February, March, is all about clearing old karma, clearing the slate, so that when Aries season hits right after your season, we're ready to kind of jump into the true new year. So whatever grudges you have from the past, resentments, things you haven't healed or forgiven in yourself as well, by the way, or with another, it's time to release that. It's time to let it go because it keeps biting you in the ass, right? And if somebody's clinging to you from the past, then it keeps biting them in the ass, and then this message is also for them, right? Because it's just creating heaviness where there doesn't need to be heaviness, and I feel like it's quite literally blocking a blessing here. But yes, let's go further though and see what else we have coming through for Pisces. You know, and I feel like sometimes when I get that message, people are like, oh no, I let go of my past or my past person or something from the past. And I think like, sometimes though, it's like yes and no, you know. Sometimes we accidentally repurpose the past in our present by constantly referencing it, maybe in our mind, or, you know, gossiping about it or talking about it with our friends, or maybe other people bring it up to you and then you catch yourself now thinking about it and it's like, damn it. I'm trying to let that go, you know. So sometimes it's kind of hard not to accidentally reinvite old issues into our now moment. But it's actually very common to do, right? Because we are creatures of habit sometimes. We also have very great memories, most of us, and so we hold on to memories maybe a little bit longer than we should. It's kind of human nature, but I think the best advice I could give you, Pisces, is view each and every day as a brand new life. Not just a brand new day, a brand new life. And in this day, what kind of life do you want to create for yourself? You know, do you and prioritize that, right? And so for me, the longest time, my mantra would be every morning I rise, I am made anew, which means I drop whatever happened the day prior and I expect new and good things be delivered to me today. And you know, it didn't work right away, right? Because we have practiced vibrations in our energy field. So it's not just going to boop, go away one day. But if you practice that mantra, if you practice genuinely trying to see each day as a brand new opportunity to reach for a good feeling thought, a good feeling emotion, therefore a good feeling day. As you get more attuned to that and practice it more, it becomes easier. It becomes easier and easier and easier. So that's kind of the advice that they want you to take. And it's funny because I actually just saw somebody post, and I believe she was a Pisces, sorry. They said, I practiced a positive affirmation today for the first time and the day went horrible. Somebody explain this. And here's the explanation. Practice makes perfect. You're not just going to turn your vibration right around. See, if you've been practicing negative thinking, or you've been carrying negative thinking day over day over day for years, months, whatever, you're not just going to say one positive affirmation and, you know, the universe turn it over like that. It doesn't work like that. Like, you have to practice it. You have to slowly raise your vibration. You have to be consistent with it. And over time, those affirmations will begin to gain more power, more momentum, and it will start moving in the right direction, but you can't give up. So consistency is key for my Pisces who are trying to elevate their vibration or their mood or whatever during this time frame. Consistency is key. All right, don't give up. Okay, so let's go further. Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So here's that new start, new beginning I was talking about. This is a big new beginning for you, I feel, okay? But unless you question yourself, because the Knight of Wands to me is like going back and forth with something. It is a fast moving energy, but it's also highly inconsistent and somewhat impulsive. So it goes from like, ooh, a big opportunity knocking to a smaller opportunity here based on like what actions you take during this time frame and how you choose to handle your emotional responses, okay, to whatever you've got going on. So there's nothing set in stone either, Pisces, although I do feel good luck coming through and reasons to get excited. It's like gonna be, though, as big of an opportunity as you allow it to be. So think big and expect even bigger. Some of you are kind of doing the opposite, where you're thinking big, but you expect less than, and that's working against you, you know, and you may or may not even be aware that you're doing that, you know, because there's big opportunities here for you. So don't settle for less. There's a high probability, Pisces, of settling for less for whatever reason. I don't know if that's a practiced expectation or what that's about, but there's a caution there. Let's go a little bit further. So also, like, say you're negotiating a deal or a home or a car or whatever, expect it to go in your favor. Don't settle for less, okay? Same thing when it comes to jobs and relationships. Don't go for the easier opportunity when maybe you could wait, or wait for an opportunity that may take a bit longer but is better suited for you, okay? So messages of that nature coming through. But let's see. My goodness, sorry. Too many. King of Swords, Knight of Swords, the High Priestess here, and the Hangman. So this is very serious energy showing up right next to the Knight of Swords. This could be somebody you're dealing with, okay? I don't like the Knight of Swords in this deck. I'm just going to say he's kind of a prick. It could be he, she. It's a general reading. You could be dealing with somebody that's, you know, kind of a jerk, okay? I'm just saying. And or this could be you know, we can all be a little bit of a jerk sometimes. But either way, it's just like, yeah, not my favorite. And then next to it is the High Priestess and the Hanged Man, which is using your intuition to kind of see a person or a situation from a different angle, right? So if you're dealing with, say, a difficult person during this time frame, it would help you, Pisces, to be able to kind of go within, and Spirit is encouraging for you to try and see this person from a different perspective, not necessarily for their benefit, but for your own benefit. Because even when we view people harshly and say, you know, it's a correct view, you know, anybody viewing this person would agree with you, they're difficult. But still, Spirit's never going to agree, because Spirit loves all, right? Not just you, loves all. And I think that's the hardest concept for humans to get, because we're not all loving. We want to pick and choose who we love and who's worthy, but in God's eyes and Spirit's eyes and your higher self's eyes, it will never agree with you when you don't love a person, because Spirit loves all, right? So there'll be that discord in your energy when you find issue with or look for the flaw in another person, not because you're not necessarily seeing what everybody else is seeing, but just simply because you're out of alignment when you do that, because Spirit is not going to agree with you on that. And you know, same thing though, when you're being a bit of a jerk, right? Spirit still loves you anyways. Isn't that nice to know that even when you're a jerk or out of alignment, your all-loving source still all-lovingly loves you? Like, apply that to yourself. That's a wonderful thing to know, and it is a fact, a spiritual truth, I should say. So I guess, you know, they're asking you to see everyone that you're dealing with from that perspective, if you can. And if you can't, then distance yourself. You know, if you're able to remove yourself from a situation with a very difficult person, remove yourself, right? Don't subject yourself to a situation that may cause angst within you for no reason, right? Now, this could also be the thing from the past, or the person from the past that you were being asked to either forgive or let go in this time frame, okay? Or maybe a grievance here to release yourself from, to soothe yourself around, okay? And as I say that, there's the Five of Cups and Six of Swords. I feel like something's disappointed you here, or somebody's disappointed you or let you down. And I got the soulmate card again, and I picked up soulmates in the meditation as well. So it's hard when people let us down, but it's even harder when it's somebody we love, or somebody that's a family member, that's our mate, or you know what I mean, that's our soulmate. It's not as easy to just like move away from that than, say, if a stranger's mean to you on the street. You know what I mean? Because there's love involved. There's a spiritual union involved. There's a karmic tie here as well. But I feel like this is the time frame, though, to reconcile something within yourself around that, Pisces, so that you can move forward. And some of you aren't even really sure, like, what direction to go in or how to handle something. And it's like, well, go back to what I said earlier. If you're going to look at it from your higher self's point of view, the only way to handle anything that is opposing your happiness is to find love for it, to find acceptance for it in your heart. Easier said than done, right? But it's what will ultimately bring you peace in your life, okay? Doesn't mean you need to accept the person or the behavior, but acceptance of loving anyways is a totally different thing. So let's see what I want to go a little bit further. Why the Five of Cups? Okay, so as soon as I saw those cards, I heard my strength is my weakness. Your strength is your weakness. I don't know what that means, but go further. Sorry, in the Seven. I don't mean to pause, but I want to get the message right, okay? The Sun and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, look at this card combination. The Strength card in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. And this was clarifying the Seven of Cups. And the first message I got was weakness. I don't know if like this person is your weakness or your strength is your weakness, or why you would view your strength as your weakness. But I hope that's making sense to you. That's what I got. It's hard to take like your attention off of whatever this is that, or whoever this is that has your attention in a negative way. And I feel like that's maybe a weakness, or you feel like that's a weakness. What I'm talking about here, you feel is difficult for you possibly. But I'm here to tell you, Pisces, that you can do this. You can be happy regardless of what anyone else on this planet is doing. You can choose to love regardless if others choose to love you back. And, you know, you're a pillar of strength, Pisces. People often don't realize how strong Piscean people are. And I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe because you're not as, say, loud or obvious as, say, like a Leo or Aries or a Virgo, you know what I mean? But there is strength in your weakness. Your weakness? Huh. Is that making sense to you? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm babbling. There's strength also in your weakness. Okay, either way, Pisces, I feel like there's going to be a satisfying outcome here, or a satisfying result. I feel like, you know, the building blocks are here. Yes, there is something you need to let go of, but let's not get away from the fact that your overall energy was literally the card of celebration and love and relationships. So I feel a lot of emotional support coming forward for you, and a lot to look forward to, especially in your birthday season. So let's see what the Law of Attraction has to say, and then we're going to go to the You versus Them love reading. Card number 15. I have complete control over my own thoughts. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control of your own emotions and you think an improved thought simply because it feels better to do so, you can turn it around. You have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration or with their actions for that matter, but you have complete control over your thoughts, your vibrations, your emotions, and therefore your point of attraction. Wow, I cannot think of a better card to sum up this reading than that one. Woo, I love it. Okay, so now we're going to go into You versus Them love reading. I am going to clear my cards, clear my energy. Stay right there. I'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so Pisces, now we're going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so roles may be reversed. Flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So, Pisces, ooh, keep that over there. You have the Page of Swords fly out. That is about gossip, right? Ooh, and who else had that? I think Sagittarius may have had that card. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius or have that in your chart, check out their reading. I feel like that's a side note. Okay, take it or leave it. Now, in your overall energy is the Four of Pentacles, which is about control, but it also talks about union, and it also talks about stability as well as saving up. And this person has the card of the Hierophant, Taurus energy for some of you. But this is actually talking about traditions and structured belief structures. It also, in this deck, interestingly enough, talks about blessings. So let's get further into it and see what you need to know. We're going to look at recent past. Then we're going to look at how you both think and feel about each other. And then most likely outcomes for Pisces. Recent past for my Pisces. My goodness. Okay. Too many. All right. 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. 5 of Wands. 9 of Swords. So I feel like Pisces, there could have been something that was weighing on you emotionally, okay, that you were feeling quite at odds with, maybe stressing over. And yet at the same time, it was kind of giving you the motivation to maybe work on yourself or to put your focus and your energy on other things going on in your life. The 7 of Pentacles to me is also kind of about, you know, staying in your own lane, working on, again, yourself. And I feel this may have been also a form of maybe distraction, especially if you had a lot going on emotionally that was weighing on you. Let's see this person's recent past then for Pisces person. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Strength card. So I feel Pisces to some degree as well, this person has been needing to work on themselves or has been working on themselves. You know, the 5 of Pentacles to me is like feeling left out or feeling alone. But yet it's next to the 3 of Pentacles, which is the opposite of that, which is like feeling like a sense of belonging and working together. You know, this person has a lot of love, and I feel like there's a lot of strength here as well within the connection. So despite what this person may struggle with, you know, internally, and they may have like abandonment issues or something, I feel like they're either working through it or, you know, they are willing to put in the work because there is genuine love here, right? And I also feel like they're giving me the song Survivor. I'm a survivor. Yeah. So maybe that's how they see themselves, or you see them, or whatever. I don't know. Let's go into then how you do see each other in the now. What does Pisces think of this person in the now? Star card, the World. Wow. Oh, it's too many Page of Pentacles. I'm going to keep that over here. Okay, so I feel like, well, the reason why I was saying is wow is like there's a lot of spiritual, ethereal energy around the connection, right? So could be, again, like a soulmate type of vibe or a destiny type of feeling around this connection. I feel like, you know, you have a lot of hopes and dreams tied around this person and around, you know, I think the potential of the connection or what you want to build in the connection, especially if you're dealing with a Virgo or an Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. But I feel like you've kind of done your own deep diving, I guess, Pisces, on an emotional level when it comes to this connection and what you're truly wanting in it. And for a lot of you, you want to see it succeed, you know? And the reason I kept these cards that fell out, though, is because this is on the other hand. On the other hand, you can see, right, there's instability here or a lot of skepticism. Now, I could read it that way, but I could also read it, though, as this is like something outside of the connection. you know, I feel like there's a very immature or gossipy type of energy here that is causing instability, either within you, your person, or the connection. I'm just going to say that. Yep. All right, so let's see how this person views you, Pisces, in the now. 6 of Swords. 2 of Wands. The first thing I got was emotionally distant, so, and closed off. And I feel like this is how they're viewing you. I'm just going to be honest, but it could be how you view them because it's an interchangeable general reading. But yeah, that's the first message I got. Like, you know, all of these cards are distant. You know, this is at a distance, this is traveling from a distance, this is closed off. And it's confusing to this person. Like, they have a hard time reading your emotions or what you're thinking or where things are headed, you know, which is interesting to me. Because I don't typically think of Pisces as, actually I do. I take that back. Pisces, I do have a hard time reading Pisces because, I don't know, you guys are just not secretive, but you're mysterious. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe they find you mysterious. I don't know. Let's go deeper into the heart space then. So how do you actually feel about this person, Pisces? What's in your heart as of today for this connection? What is Pisces feeling? 3 of Cups. Now I'm getting that song, Don't Do Me Like That. And that is Tom Petty. I got that in the Capricorn reading. If you're connecting with Capricorn, check their reading out. Whoa. The Empress, the 3 of Wands. Interesting. I get the same message from the way that you're thinking about it to the way that you're feeling about it. Like, this is about, you know, reconciliation or seeing things come together on an emotional level. It's nurturing, it's caring, it is, you know, looking to the future, it is family, it's belonging, it's love. This is showing up in your heart space as to how you feel and what you want from your heart. So I actually feel, you know, Pisces, a soft spot here, more than just a soft spot, a love, emotional fulfillment or emotional belonging, you know. I don't know if that's what you're wanting or that's what you're actually feeling towards the connection or both. But I feel like a lot of you can see a future here, you know, or if nothing else, can see like the good in this person, okay, in the connection. So how is this person feeling underneath it all? High Priestess, the Chariot, 7 of Wands, and the Death and Rebirth card. So, I feel this person is praying for things to move forward and for change, quite literally. You know, they want peace, they want peace of mind, they want to see a change here, okay? But, you know, a lot of times, I'm just going to say this, a lot of times we're looking outside of ourselves or for someone else to do the changing when it's us that needs to do the changing. You know, they say if you want to change the world, you must first change your heart, right? Or change yourself. And that's true because you're the only one who's vibrating for yourself, and your vibration determines what you attract in your world. So if the vibration doesn't change, your experience of the world will not change. So there's some inner work for this person to do to realize then that the change begins with them. Within, right? Ooh, but they do have the 10 of Cups. There's that desire for a sense of camaraderie, of belonging, of, you know, things coming together. So let's see, where's this headed for Pisces? Pisces, most likely outcome. All of your cards have flown off of the table, so give me just a second. There's that one. All right, Knight of Wands. None of these two. The Chariot and the Page of Cups. So the Knight of Wands was in your spiritual reading, which again is talking about action, right? Taking action on what it is that your heart wants here, Pisces. And moving towards that, right? Like making progress. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to be making progress during this time frame when it comes to matters of the heart. But then there's a little bit of backsliding here as well. So it's not consistently like all steam ahead. There's a little, I don't want to say backsliding. We're never truly going backwards in life, but it may feel like that at times. You know, and they're saying don't be deterred by that, right? Like we're going to have ups and downs, and contrast is a normal part of life and relationships, but there is momentum here and there is progression being made. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. The Tower, the Knight of Swords. This person is such in a state of, I feel, unrest. And they're trying to soothe that within themselves, but they may, I get reckless. I hope they're not reckless. They may do something reckless, or just to try and shake that feeling or get out of a state of being that they're not comfortable being in, and they haven't learned their lesson yet. So this is something that they have a history of doing, you know, of maybe making reckless decisions or doing things without really thinking them through, and they may repeat that. If you're the cross watcher, be careful, right? If it's not well thought out, don't do it, okay? They're saying stick to your moral compass here and take your time, because there's a lot, it seems to be confusion on this person's end, and or some sort of erratic energy that may make for erratic decision making, that make to them feel like a good idea at the time, until time passes and things, they get to see the true outcome. Instead, you know, Spirit is encouraging this person to ask themselves how they feel and what would make them happy. And the Ten of Swords is, you know, being able to let go of bygones or things that hold them in this space that does not feel good. And that's the true work that they're being asked to do. All right. So I just heard good luck. Either way, no matter which pathway they take, it is going to teach them a lesson. I don't like that, because that sounds punitive. It's going to open their eyes up, right, to something that will be of value to them. Where they didn't have clarity, they will have clarity. Okay. So let's see what the guidance is for Pisces. Card number 31. I came as an extension of source energy. You came as a physical extension of source energy, understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion not only for you, but for all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way, and by understanding that the relationship between you and you is not one of separateness, but of alignment and resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with your source, every other relationship will be beneficial and will flourish. Ooh, I love that. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. Pisces, zodiac signs you may be connecting with. I have Pisces here. Leo, Scorpio again, Cancerian energy, Leo again, Taurus, Cancerian, Taurus again, Virgo, Aquarius, and I felt Capricorn earlier. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. I just hit 180,000 last night. Woo woo! Thank you to everyone who subscribes, shares, likes, comments, views. I so appreciate and love you. You can also follow me on Facebook, by the way, and Instagram, all located in the description box below, as well as in the About section. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media accounts. Go follow me there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.